Hey everyone, I'm Alastair, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a roundup of the best daily trainer running shoes right now. This roundup's really going to focus on the 3 best daily trainers right now, but if you're watching this video in the future, I do recommend heading over to alastairrunning.com. On there you will find my best daily trainers roundup, which features the 10 best at any given time. So rankings do shift around quite frequently as and when I do review new daily trainers that come out. I will then update that roundup on there, and eventually it will filter down and I'll put together a video which will feature the 3 best at that point in time. So if you're in the future, head over to that link. Otherwise, enjoy the video. A really quick refresher then, what is a daily trainer? Well, it's the workhorse training shoe, or the running shoe that you pick up most days of the week for most training runs. And daily trainers are really good for doing easy efforts, longer runs, but also some of the really good ones allow you to run faster in them as well. The only sessions I'd avoid doing in a daily trainer would be speed sessions like tempo running, fartlek, intervals. That kind of training, you're going to want a much lighter weight, less cushioned, more responsive running shoe that allows you to really work your muscles and work on that pace. I also really wouldn't recommend them for a race day if you're running a marathon or anything from 5K all the way up to marathon. If you are racing, you might want something a little bit snappier. Sure, you can use a daily trainer if you don't want to fork out a whole load of cash to get a super shoe or a speed training shoe for racing, but a racing shoe will get you to the finish line much faster. I'm going to do this list in reverse order, starting with number 3. And that is the On Cloudsurfer 2 2025 edition. And remember, when I talk about these shoes, they're going to be very brief overviews of what I really like about them and what makes them so good that they deserve to be on this list. But if you do want a deep dive on any one of these shoes, I've reviewed them in full on this channel, so I will pop a link up there and I'll put links in descriptions so you can watch the full reviews of all these shoes. Starting with the key specs, they cost $160. When it comes to sizing and fit, they're very much true to size and they have a medium width. They weigh 9 ounces and they have a drop of 9mm from heel to toe. And what the On Cloudsurfer 2 does really well is offer really good cushioning, but maintaining stability. Now, this one is using the CloudTec Phase midsole technology, and it does a really good job, especially if you're a heel striker. What it does is it compresses as you strike on the heel. These little pods or holes here then kind of lock into each other, storing that energy. And then when you come into your toe takeoff, these pods here then kind of spring back and give you that nice explosive takeoff. This is a daily trainer, so don't expect a speed shoe, but it is very versatile. It allows you to do nice, long, easy training runs, recovery runs, or if you are building distance, this is a great shoe for that. Think marathon training. But it also does have good enough range that you can pick up the pace a little bit. And it's pretty lightweight for a daily trainer too, which does really lend itself to making you really want to pick up the pace, increase your cadence, and just have fun out there with a nice poppy, exciting shoe. The upper is super smooth as well. There's tons of padding and cushioning around the collars and the heel counter. Lacing system is very traditional, but works very well, very quick and easy to get a nice secure fit. Heel lock is good as well. But also the mesh is very breathable. So if you are running in hot conditions, you get a nice amount of airflow and your feet can stay cool by venting off and releasing air through the mesh as well. So overall, it's a very versatile shoe and that's why it's made it onto this list. In at number 2, you have the ASICS Superblast 2. Once again, let's start with the key specifications. They cost $200, so they are the most expensive shoe on this list, but it kind of steps into the category of being a super trainer, meaning it allows you to run really fast, but also get in those nice easy recovery miles if you want to do long runs or just gentle daily training. It allows you to do all of that really effortlessly, and that's really what makes this shoe stand out from the crowd right now. It's got the bounce, it's got the energy return, but it's also got the cushioning and it's got enough stability as well. So it's not a plush ride. That's really what you don't want on a daily trainer. I don't recommend plush rides for the most part because You lose energy in a soft, cushioned, squishy midsole. You want something that compresses a little bit but gives you a nice pop and bounce back. It fits true to size and has a medium, roomy width. So if you do have slightly wider feet, these could be really good for you as well. They weigh 9.1 ounces, so a little bit heavier than the Cloudsurfer 2, and they have a drop of 8mm from heel to toe. What I absolutely love about the ASICS Superblast 2 is really the midsole. That's really the standout feature for me because it does give you incredible versatility. It's using a dual density foam, so you do get those nice soft shock absorbed landings, whether you land on your heel or your forefoot. I've done a lot of testing here and it does perform very well all the way across the shoe. So if you are a heel striker or a forefoot runner, then it'll perform equally well for all of you. It is quite a stiff flex. And my word, when you just flex it like that and let go, this thing pops. It just wants to fly away from you. And that translates on the run. You really do get an incredibly explosive toe takeoff. The rocketed geometry as well really does help with efficiency, especially if you do heel strike. It gives you that nice soft landing and really smooth roll all the way to your toe. And that makes the ride and the run feel a lot more efficient over longer distances. So if you didn't have a rocker like this, you're gonna start feeling a lot more jolting motions. You can start feeling like you're slapping the ground a little bit more than you would if you didn't have a rocker. And you might actually pick up an injury if you're going to be running long distances in a shoe like that. So a smooth roll where possible is always going to be better for long distance running. And then finally, I really like how stable this shoe is. Considering how high the stack is and how much cushioning and support you get, you actually get a really stable ride as well. And that's pretty fantastic, to be honest, to be able to get all that in one shoe and have an upper that's incredibly comfortable, breathable, got plenty of flex and accommodates slightly wider feet too. Well, like I said, it's a shoe that does it all. If you're enjoying this roundup so far, please give the video a like, make sure you comment, let me know what your favorite daily trainer is right now, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more running shoe reviews and roundups just like this one. I always keep things genuine, honest, and as insightful as possible to help you decide whether the shoes I'm currently reviewing are going to be best for you and your needs. But if I ever miss something and you've still got a question, or you just really don't know where to start and you need some help finding really good shoes for you, just drop your question in the comments and I'll get back to you. I reply to everyone. And this is a reminder that if you are watching this video in the future, it's very beneficial to head over there and look at my best daily trainers roundup on alastairrunning.com. That's the full 10 shoe list, and that's always updated at any point in time. So once again, if you're in the future, head over to that list next. And in at number 1 is the Mizuno Neo Zen, another daily trainer that does everything really, really well. Or at least everything a daily trainer could possibly do really well. It does it better than any right now. This is a shoe you're definitely gonna have to watch my full review on. There's a link up there. But I definitely recommend watching that full review because there's not enough time on this roundup for me to go into all the fantastic features of this shoe. It's not perfect by any means, but it's certainly better than the competition right now. And to do it justice, you're just gonna have to watch the full review. So follow that link up there to watch it, or there's a link in the description too. Now I'm gonna start with the key specifications once again. These ones cost $150, so they're actually the cheapest daily trainer on this list. Yet they perform the best. Yes, this is sometimes the case, that sometimes a brand comes up with a fantastically incredible shoe that is probably underpriced. So this is a bit of a steal right here, and it's definitely underrated right now. So this for $150, you've definitely got to give it a try. But before you go buying it, a little bit of advice on sizing and fit. These do run large, so I'd recommend going down a half size if you've got average width feet. If you've got wide feet, I think you should probably go with your usual sizing actually. Now, although it might feel a little bit long in there, you're going to get more volume within the shoe altogether. So definitely stick with your usual sizing if you've got wide or high volume feet. For everyone else, go down a half size. It weighs 8.3 ounces, So it's actually the lightest shoe on the list. Once again, it wins there. And it has a drop of 6mm from heel to toe. Lowest drop on the list too. And I really appreciate that. I feel like lower drops or medium drops are always going to be better for most people. I know heel strikers do prefer higher drops because it tends to mean there's more foam or cushioning under the heel. But actually, if you do want to become a better runner, it's recommended, or I'd recommend, trying to work on your form a little bit more and trying to strike or land more towards your forefoot. It's a more natural running style, and with time, you'll really appreciate that. You'll be a more efficient runner and you're less likely to pick up injuries too. If you want to learn more about running with better form, definitely follow that link up there. I write all kinds of articles on alastairrunning.com. Just like that one, advice, tips, hacks, basically tools to help you become a better runner. That will give you some pointers on improving your form. What this one does really well then is give you that trampoline bouncy feel. It's really like no other shoe right now out there, certainly in the daily trainer category. This is one of those unicorns or diamonds in the rough where it actually does have that sensation of bouncing forward, almost like the shoe is doing a lot of the work for you. So it's super soft, incredibly responsive. There is a lot of pop from the midsole foam. It's also very stable because it's fairly close to the ground. You feel connected as well. So it really is the best of both worlds. And it's going to be even better if you do get that sizing correct. The upper feels like a second skin. Honestly, it really just wraps around your foot like no other. Because it is a one-piece upper, there's no separate tongue. So you don't have to worry about a tongue slipping around. You just have to worry about getting the sizing right, because you will have too much volume in there if you don't get the right size. So like I said, for most people, go down a half size. And then the lacing on top just gives you a little bit of extra security, a little bit of extra support, and reduces the chances of any heel slip or lost energy as you run. It's also incredibly breathable as well. So this lightweight, stable trainer is really good for anything from recovery mileage, slower daily training runs, all the way up to faster tempo runs. This one has the biggest range of any of them, and it does it in a package that feels light, snappy, incredibly bouncy, which gives you that fun aspect to the ride or run. And it's the least expensive one on this list. So it's definitely worth checking out if you are in the market for a daily trainer right now. I think you're really gonna absolutely love how this one feels, and your wallet will really appreciate it as well. Well, that's my countdown for the best daily trainers right now. If you did enjoy this video, remember, please give it a like. Very easy to do. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Comment on the video, let me know your favorite daily trainer, and subscribe to my channel for more running shoe reviews and roundups just like this one, and hit that notification bell. That'll mean you'll get notified as soon as new videos drop. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.